HNT Helium Coin, Helium HNT Crypto, Helium Token, Helium Network Review. This is another coin other than Akash, which has some really cool use case that I wanted to share with you. This was shared with me by my mentor from IM Academy, and I was amazed after he said, you should really buy this right now because it has huge potential. So I took a look into the white paper and I tried to discover what they were trying to do. And what they were trying to do was provide global Wi-Fi basically. So I'm seeing Helium as in the same kind of category as Hot, Holochain, Akash, and Dent, because they're really providing a marketplace for providers to sell certain kind of things like wireless network coverage to consumers. So if that makes you curious, and I encourage you to watch this entire video because I read the white paper, so you don't have to, though I really think you should. But I really compiled all the information that you need to know into this video, so if you haven't already, please be sure to smash the like button and the subscribe button. And now let's get into the video. Now, as always, with new reviews, we also have to do a brief overview. So the overview is this. The Internet of Things industry is an $800 billion industry, and there are more than 8.4 billion devices that are connected online. Spending is predicted to reach $1.4 trillion by 2021, so end of this year, I believe. And most of these devices need to connect to the internet in order to function. But the current solutions, that is Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, cellular data, that is all too expensive and power hungry. Now, the Helium network is a decentralized wireless network, and they let devices connect to the internet from anywhere in the world. Basically, Helium will disrupt the wireless network industry, making wireless network coverage a commodity that is fueled by the free market and competition. And they're aiming to make this available anywhere at the fraction of the current cost. Helium is the first decentralized wireless coverage network of its kind. It is also a blockchain and a protocol token. The blockchain runs a new consensus protocol, which is called the Helium Consensus Protocol, and it has a new proof called the proof of coverage. And the proof of coverage allows miners to earn tokens for providing network coverage, in addition to fees from transactions for securing the Helium network. And lastly, it allows devices to pay to receive and send data to and from the internet. So Helium is built around a Helium wireless protocol that is called WIP, on a purpose-built blockchain with a native token. Now, devices take the form of hardware that contains a radio chip and firmware compatible with RIP. And they spend tokens to pay miners to send and receive data to and from the internet. Miners earn tokens by providing wireless network coverage via hardware that bridges WIP and routers, which are internet applications. Devices would store their private keys in hardware and their public keys on the blockchain. And miners could join the network by asserting their satellite-based location and then staking a token deposit. Miners also get to specify a price that they're willing to take for data transport and proof of location services. And routers specify what price they want to pay for their device's data. And miners are paid when they can prove that they have delivered data to a device's specified router. So to make this simple, you can really think of the router as the customer and the miners as the providers or the suppliers. Now, miners also get to create new blocks in the blockchain, and they get rewarded via tokens for blocks that they have created with other miners. And the probability that the network is going to choose you as a miner is based on your quality of wireless network coverage, which the proof of coverage grades you on. So basically, the proof of coverage protocol guarantees that the miners are honestly representing the wireless network coverage that they're creating. Now, before we go any further, I think we have to further define devices, routers, and miners, because when I was reading this, they were hella confusing. So devices, basically what they do is they send and receive encrypted data from the internet using hardware that is compatible with the WIP protocol. Data sent from devices is fingerprinted and stored on the blockchain. Miners, on the other hand, provides the wireless network coverage to the Helium network via hardware called Hotspots, which provides a bridge between WIP-enabled devices and the internet. So basically, users can join the Helium network as miners by basically purchasing or building their own hotspots. Think of it like a small little router, I guess. And then they can stake a token deposit. Miners have to participate in the proof of coverage process because that will prove to the network that they are continuously providing service to the wireless network coverage that devices can use. And routers are just internet applications that purchase data from miners. Routers are basically the end of the road. The devices record to the blockchain which router a miner should send their data. The router would confirm the data delivery and that this miner should be paid now. So the routers really have several jobs: authenticating devices with the Helium network, receiving packets from the hotspots and routing them to the internet, providing delivery confirmations to tell us that transactions are legit, providing authentication and routing processes to third third-party services, such as Google Cloud or Microsoft Azure. And lastly, storing and making available a full copy of the blockchain by acting as a node. Some more definitions: WIP, hotspots, and devices. Now, WIP is a long-range, low-power, wireless network protocol that's compatible with commodity open standard hardware. It can communicate over many miles in dense environments or hundreds of miles in rural environments. The data is fully encrypted in this protocol, and the protocol was made just to basically solve the problem of fast internet and far range. Because think about your current internet reception. If it covers a large area, then it's probably really slow. If it's really fast and it's great internet, then it probably doesn't cover a large area, maybe like your apartment unit. That is what this protocol is trying to solve. And hotspots are basically physical network devices that provides that wireless coverage. It basically transmits data back and forth. So I think of it like a cell tower. And devices, when they use the word devices here, they basically mean battery powered sensors that can exist in many forms depending on the product and the use case. So I just imagine a phone with a special sensor in it. Alright guys, quick pause. There's two things you have to do if you haven't already done so. One, find a network. If you don't have a network, then your net worth is going to stay where it is, because your network is your net worth. And if you need to find one, then join our Discord server, because what we're doing there is we're discussing cryptos, different outs that we're looking at, different prices that we want to enter, and we're helping each other as a support group on passing the scary times in the market, because scary times do happen, and a support group would really help you to really hold your coins instead of selling them low, because you don't want to sell low, you want to buy low and sell high. That's what you want to do. Second thing you want to do is, if you don't already have a Webull account, get a Webull account and deposit $100, because doing that will give you $100. No, it doesn't give you $100. It gives you 2 free stocks. Even better, because you can then sell those 2 free stocks to get some money in order to buy the cryptos, Bitcoin, Ethereum that you're interested in. So if you haven't already done so, then check out the description below, because I have the links below to join our Discord server to get those 2 free stocks. So do that now. So proof of coverage and proof of serialization. What the heck is that? We've heard of proof of work and proof of stake, but what is proof of coverage and proof of serialization? Well, in the Helium network, miners have to prove that they are providing wireless network coverage that devices can use. The proof of coverage protocol is the way of providing that proof. And the proof of serialization is the proof that miners can use to prove that they were providing coverage on this day, on this time, and in this place. Because during the entire process, miners are continuously graded on the quality of service that they provide, because that grade will be used in the future by the network as their probability of getting to create the next block in the blockchain. So if the proof that they provide on the proof of coverage and proof of serialization is invalid, that means that they will receive a lower grade because they're trying to cheat the network. Alright, so here's my opinion on this whole thing. So if you've been watching and following this channel, you know that there are several cryptos that I'm pretty excited about. We now have several game-changing crypto projects that uses hardware that will completely flip industries. Holochain and Akash are providing cloud computing hardware and marketplaces that allow people to share their computing power. And now Helium is using hardware and their own blockchain and a marketplace to allow people to share their wireless coverage. I think this is a legit project though. Even though the entire white paper and pretty much what they were saying in the white paper and what they're trying to explain was really hard to understand, and I hope it kind of made sense to you what I was trying to convey in this video. Tried to dumb it down as much as possible. And to be honest, I got completely lost in the proofs that they were trying to convey, and I am just providing you what I was able to comprehend from the white paper. So if you know more about Helium than I do, than what I've shared in this video, please let me know in the comments below, because it'll help me and the entire community know more about this project. And if you're thinking of investing, again, this is not financial advice, but please do your own due diligence, do your own research before putting money into a potentially highly risky project. But I think that the aim of providing wireless internet coverage everywhere and anywhere is a game changer. Because for me, if I take 30 steps away from my router, then I would get no internet. It's done. It doesn't work. If I'm 5 steps away from my router, from my home router, then internet is freaking awesome. So there's the problem of very small range but highly powerful, or you can get very large range but crappy internet. That's pretty much the trade-off that we have right now, and that's the trade-off that Helium is trying to solve. The fact that joining this network provides a passive income stream is a game changer. Imagine being able to share your wireless coverage, but you're getting paid for it. And that way, depending on how much you earn from this, you could just pay off your internet bill, pay off your electricity bill, pay off your utilities just by running a hotspot. I think that's pretty damn cool. If you check out Helium on CoinMarketCap, it is at $12.59 right now. There is a max supply of 223 million tokens, so there's not a lot of tokens to go around. So I can see that price really going up, because the circulating supply right now is only 87 million. They still have quite a bit to go, and it's at rank 78. And if you look at the charts, you can see that this really started last May, in May 2020. It was at 19 cents. So it has been on a run, on a tear. And even from the beginning of the year, January 21, it was only $1.43 just because of that supply. It's that max supply. It is at $12 right now. it reached the all-time high of $22 23 days ago. So I think this will have some more ways to run on the upside. All right, guys, that's it for this Helium review. Again, I got this from my mentor. He gave me the tip off and I really wanted to share it with you. Now, if you know more than what I've shared in this video, then please let us know in the comments below, because you sharing what you know really helps me and the entire community find out whether Helium is worth investing in for us. Other than that, if you haven't already, please be sure to smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, check out these other videos on cryptocurrencies and passive income, and I'll see you next time. Peace.